All right, what's happening, everybody? So, I'll tell you what's happening over here. After 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it's been, of using the Evergoods Civic Travel Bag 26, I'm ready to give you a little bit more detail of what I think about it. So, let's do a quick review. I posted a video a little while ago when I first got it. I was super stoked, right? This would be what I would consider my favorite bag. It would be my perfect bag, I guess I could call it, right? So I learned a lot about the bag. I really enjoy the bag, and I want to kind of get into some of the advantages, some of the, I'll call them caveats, because they're not disadvantages, but just some items that I picked up on that I'm like, that's okay, but it's not fantastic, right? So let's get right into it. I mentioned on the earlier video, I think, and I have my Civic Half-Zip 26 because this is the 2022 version, and this to me, up until this bag, was my favorite carry bag for everyday carry. I had everything that I have in here, I had in here, and I might have just added a couple things, but nevertheless, so I'm going to do a little bit of a side-by-side of what I liked and what I didn't, kind of comparing the two. So right out of the gate, let's talk materials. Evergoods did go with a little thinner material, I will say. I don't remember the numbers on the materials as far as like the nylon, Cadora, whatever the heck it is, right? I don't go crazy when it comes to all the different numbers. I don't dive into that specifics. I'm probably just not a details guy when it comes to that. However, in this case, it is thinner. I can feel it. It feels a little bit different. The 26 for the Civic Half-Zip has like a thicker weave, and the fabric itself feels a little higher quality and better. This I would consider like, this is Goldilocks for me, right? Like, too tough or too hot, too cold, just right. So this to me is a little on the light side. The Civic Half-Zip is on the awesome side, and then I have an original, I don't have it here right now, but an Air original travel bag, and that's even heavier, Cadora and whatever it is. And it's got even a thicker weave to it, and you can see like every square stitch. That's probably a little bit too much side, right? That thing's like a tank, and it adds weight and some other stuff. So anyhow, we're gonna jump into this one and start chatting a little bit more about it and stop talking about fabrics and materials because I really don't care that much, as long as the bag lasts, right? So you can see there's some nicks and scuffs. I've wiped them down a couple times. It's going to show some wear. If that's not your thing, this is not your bag. I don't really care. It's just personality to me. Evergoods has, in my opinion, probably the best bottle holders I've ever seen, which is why I have these two bags and I don't have any other Evergoods backpack product. Any of their other bags that don't have bottle holders, they don't even come into my, like, I don't even take any time about them. I don't know, I have this weird rule about I can't put a liquid in a bottle in a pouch that I have something else in. So I'm just too paranoid. So sunglass holder in one, water bottle in the other. Shout out to Connect Us, the company I work for giving me a water bottle. It's a Camelback Chute, 32 ounce. So that's a sizable water bottle. I typically, up until this year when I got this bottle, I don't typically carry a 32 ounce water bottle. So that's pretty sizable. And you can see the pouches just, they go right back in, but they stretch out enough for it. So back to or onto some of the other outdoor or outside pouches, right? On the exterior, there's a pouch down the side here. I have a little journal and pens, pencils, highlighters, flashlights. There is a little, so there's a key leash, and then there's also this little organizer pocket. I have just like a little Ziploc in there with paper clips, rubber bands, stamps, that kind of deal, right? So it's not bad. It's in there. It's a little mesh pocket, and so I guess you could see in, but there's not a ton of room to work with in there. So put that back in there. The top pocket here, there's another top pocket here. Goes about halfway, 3/4 of my hand length. Contact solution. I usually carry like a pack of Advil or Tylenol, right? Something quick, easy, and access to just some small med stuff. I've got a hero clip in here if I need that. Business cards, just some random, items. And then this pocket up here is similar to the Civic half zip. It's that, it kind of has some depth to it. You can kind of see that there. I carry all my electronic cables, adapters, battery packs, right? So I have 2 battery power banks in there, and then some charging cables and stuff. So just super simple from that standpoint. Again, it's got some depth to it. I mean, you can see all the stuff I have in there. There's a good amount. So again, what I have always loved about Evergoods bags, I feel like they just, every one of their pouches or their pockets seem to have its own depth, which really makes it easy to close and open the zipper pouches and such. It just, I don't ever like have to fight to get anything open and closed really. So let's dive into the main attraction. This is, in my opinion, one of the major distinct advantages to the Civic Travel Bag 26. I absolutely love a full clamshell opening. And so in here, I just added this kit. It's an Amazon Basics kit. I watched a video years ago, and I forget who the gentleman was, and he did like a tech survival kit video, and this was the case he used. I'm carrying a little mobile cellular router in this now. I found the case, I wasn't using it, and I thought, oh, all right, I'll use that. Med kit, tech kit from Bellroy. I have additional, so all those cables and connectors are kind of like charging stuff. In here, I'll have, different adapters. I have a little Boba Fett speaker because, you should always have awesome music with you, and why not have a Boba Fett speaker to play it from? And yeah, USB sticks, a couple more cables, that kind of stuff. So this is the kit that I don't use all the stuff in here a lot, but when I need it, I have it. I'm probably a little bit overpacked, and that is one of the things I've noticed since getting this bag. I feel like I'm carrying a little bit more than I need to. My Christian planner and a Rhodia tablet. This is like the greatest paper on earth to write on if you've ever had a Rhodia tablet. This is the dot pad. I know it sounds silly, but it's so smooth. And a regular old school tablet. I've just been carrying this thing for years, and I haven't gotten rid of it. I don't use it very often, but I did add a toolkit, a little screwdriver, SIM card, stuff like that for the industry I work in. A little pack of change of clothes. So this is a Peak Designs packing cube, right? It's the small packing cube. Got like an extra polo shirt and stuff like that in there, and then a pack towel. My pack towel always, every bag, I just shove it to the bottom. I hardly ever use it, but if I ever get in a situation like I do a beach trip or something and I need an extra towel, I've always got it. So that's that. And so I will put all of this right back in here real quick. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll just leave it like that. How about that? We'll close it up just with half the stuff so you don't have to sit here and watch me on video. Oh, what am I doing? I forgot about pouches. 2 organizational pouches right in here. So this thing is huge. It reminds me, the first like Bellroy Transit backpack I got. The organization was similar to this as far as I think one big pouch, one small. I carry with me a Matador 25-liter duffel bag. So anytime I am going to do one backpack travel, what I love that I can do is I'll take this with me. So if I'm going to an event, a show, whatever, and I end up buying something or getting something and I'm pretty packed out with my one bag, I can just dump everything in here and I can still not have to check a bag on the airline because I can go through the airline and carry both of these on the plane, which is fantastic. Just a pair of gloves and a little towel in there. This, I've got like deodorant and towels and like wipes in there, so nothing huge. You can see, again, there's some organization in here as well. So there's some extra pouches, but I mean, you're in good shape from that standpoint. So 2 really nice pockets inside. Again, I don't put anything real quick access in there from that standpoint, but that's it. And so, again, to me, some of the distinct advantages of the Travel Bag 26 over the Half Zip 26. My 2 big items that I absolutely love about it is the clamshell opening, first of all, and then this right here. One of the annoyances, in my opinion, is pulling out the laptop and such because it all goes in the main pocket of the Civic Half Zip. I love this side pouch for my laptop and tablet. I cannot tell you how much easier. So every day, I'm saying my laptop probably comes in and out of this pocket on a daily basis 3 to 5 times, right? Everywhere I go, it's either going out when I get there and going back in when I leave and the next place I go, right? And so it is nice having its own independent pocket that I don't have to battle with everything in the main pocket to get to the laptop and tablet. So that's kind of my deal at this point. I've been really using it from that perspective. I've been using it in this fashion, organizational wise. It does have a luggage pass-through. I don't really use it much, especially, again, I carry a water bottle on. I don't know, I'm a little leery at either the water bottle is going to fall out or it's going to leak or something. So I don't really do the luggage pass-through thing much. But it's there if you want to use it. Straps are good. They hurt a little bit eventually walking through the airport. I had a pretty good amount of walk, and I'd say they dug a little bit up in the corners with me. Nothing like, oh, I'll just never use this bag again. Nothing major like that, but it was, noticeable. Something I cannot say I've ever had with the Civic Half Zip 26. So that's the advantages to me over the Civic Half Zip is the dedicated laptop pocket. You can fit more in this bag. They're both 26 liter, but this certainly fits more stuff. And that can be an advantage or a disadvantage because I feel like I now carry more stuff with me that I might not need. And the clamshell opening. That's to me are the advantages to this bag. The disadvantage between this and my Civic Half Zip, and again, I'm using the Civic Half Zip 26 because this is what I was using and I love this bag. Again, it wasn't perfect, but I love this bag, and so this is what I was carrying before this. I will say the disadvantages or the differences that I liked better with the Civic Half Zip is the material, and this rides and travels a little bit. It feels smaller to me on my back, and even when I'm carrying it around, right? So there's 2 grab handles on the Civic travel bag, one on the side, one on the top. It's a little bit far front, so it is a little weird because of that laptop pocket and that in-depth pocket's behind the handle. So where it hangs a little bit weird. Like if you look at the Civic Half Zip, that depth pocket is in front of the grab handle, right? So just little things like that you'll notice if you have to hang this on like a hook in a bathroom or a closet or whatever, you'll notice it hangs a little, it's a little further front. But I do like the materials much better on the Civic Half Zip, and I do like the way this carries on my back, and the overall size feels smaller to me. I think I actually did a comparison. I think the Civic Half Zip is actually a little taller, but as you can see, when I pack this thing out, I feel like this comes off my back a little further. It gets a little wider, or a little deeper, I guess I would say, right? A little more depth, versus when I pack this out, it's just a little bit less. It's got a more streamlined look to it. So it is what it is. I think all of us crazy bag people will continue searching for the perfect bag, and I'm pretty confident we're never going to find the perfect bag, but we'll keep searching. Yeah, get yourself either of the bags. They're fantastic. I don't think you can go wrong. Someone in the comments said they were thinking about this and then they went to the Civic Half Zip. They're both awesome. So I don't think you can go wrong. I just think there's just different ways you'd like to pack, and for everyone, that's going to be it. For me, I will say this 25 to 30 liter size, in some cases, I feel like it's a good EDC every day, and in other cases, I almost think it's stretching the size that I would like to carry every day on me. So that's what I got for you. Have an amazing day.